explaining, Blessing Okagbede is not going to pack her load from California and come to camp here. I think our men have woken up. In the last African Games, in the last 5-6 years, we've not had somebody that ran under 45 seconds in the 400. Yes. Orukbe, one of our quarter milers, ran 44.95. That qualifies him to run at the Olympics. And he's the 6th fastest Nigerian ever. Talking about Innocent Egbunike, talking about late Sunday Bada, Clement Chukwu, Jude Moye. These are the guys that he's now in that league. Running 44.95. So they're coming on. Was that another 45 runner? Nathaniel Sampson, a very young guy who just came out from 46. Yes. He dropped that. So the point here is that our men are coming on. As a matter of fact, we have 3 guys now, even 5 guys who have qualified.
Okay, that's it. Gabriel Oko, National Athletics Coach in Nigeria. Well, he's saying that there's nothing to be worried about because the athletes are getting ready. They're monitoring, they know their programming, and then when they come to camp, they will just fine-tune. Now, the guys in the studio have some problems with that because we used to be a shining star in athletics. Even if we don't do well in individual events, the relays was proper for us. And I threw that question at him that, what's going on? Yes, the ladies are still, doing what they know how to do, but it's a worry. The men's relay team.
And you remember stories that came out early part of last year. One of the events they went to and they did well, and one of the athletes, I don't want to mention the but you know already, said I was the one picking. So you were wondering what the coaches were doing. If a star athlete is saying, no, I chose those who did
that
this,
they won because they chose themselves.
The techniques. Everything that was on it. So you wonder what the coaches were doing. It's I don't know. It's
okay, let's get you talking with all what we've just finished discussing. Oduanya Adekroe, she's back in the country tomorrow. Let's get you talking with the hashtag Oduanya Adekroe. We also talked about cricket in Nigeria, athletics in Nigeria. We love our games, so let's keep the conversation going with those hashtag cricket in Nigeria and of course athletics in Nigeria. Let's talk about a big one now. We've been keeping our eyes on that team right from when they opened camp in Abuja. Now they're in Pretoria in South Africa, the Super Eagles of Nigeria that gets ready for the 2016 African Nations Championship. A lot of people, not just football followers, people that understand league football, believes that this Super Eagles team can go to Rwanda and win the title. Do you agree?
Yeah, with a little bit of luck, they can. You need a lot of luck.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, you have to prepare.
Do your job.
When you do your job, get the right tactics, the right mentality, study your opponents. Then when you are at the right place, you have to be lucky. You have to be at the right place at the right time. If you don't make the move, then you're not going to be lucky. So, but in terms of selection, you can't fault this team. It's a reflection of the best.
I mean,
from the goalkeeping department
down.
You get to the midfield, you start licking your lips.
You see, even when I had the news that Bola Salami would not be going, I was not apprehensive because if you look at though he's the captain, if you look at his contribution to this team, I think he has made more contribution to the main team, that is Super Eagles, than this Chan team. They have a lot of players who can fill in the gap.
Okay, let's just run through Nigeria's final squad for the 2016 African Nations Championship. Uchi told you the goalkeepers, fantastic. Ikechukwu Ezenwa, Olufemi Thomas, that's the Aimba goalkeeper, and Okemute, other defenders. Look at Austin Oborakpok, bringing some experience from the senior men, from the main Super Eagles. Samson Gbadebo, Jamiu Alimi, fantastic player for Tracy, and then Stephen Eze, Kalu Oji, Chima Akas, another good player with some good experience from the main Super Eagles team. There's also Matthew Effin. When you look at all of them, disciplined players from the league that understands that when they get this sort of opportunity, they should take it.
I think this is one of the greatest strengths of this team.
The defense.
You have mentioned Austin Oborakpo, Jamiu Alimi. These are defenders that have weathered the storm for the Super Eagles in the past in very tough situations.
Now, when you just look at this, midfielders, Usman Mohammed, Baturu Yaro, Ikechukwu Igbenegbu, Ifeanyi Matthew, Paul Onobi, Mikel Obi came out to say this guy is a good midfielder. Out of contract with Sunshine Stars, if I have a club, I'll sign him right away. And then Bright Oyedikachi, strikers of Sasokoro, disciplined player. Anytime any Chisom Chikatara, the Kolanot boy that give him the ball, what he wants to do is put it at the back of the net. Prince Agri, we can't talk enough about Prince Agri and all what he did this season. Tunde Adeniji at some point was lighting up everywhere with goals for Sunshine Stars. And then Ezekiel Bassi, another fantastic player. So you look at it.
You see, I hope that when the list, squad list for Super Eagles main team is released, I can feel this way. The way I feel about this team. I mean, at some point, maybe at some point I question Ikechukwu inclusion. That probably might just be. But in fairness, I've not seen him recently. I just thought like, this guy has been around for like forever.
And it's like he's even done everything for the country.
He has found a way to
league football. He's there for us with the Super Sand Eagles. Yeah.
But I look at this team, I can't see anything. I mean, look at those two guys from Sunshine, Presagre, and today. I mean, what they've done this season, and how can you keep such guys out of a squad like this? And I will still recall what Onyewuchi said. I mean, months back. This is a true reflection of the best, and with a little bit of luck, I believe this team can go all the way.
Okay, I was going to let Onyewuchi talk more about this team, but let's go over to Pretoria in South Africa, where the media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Tony Ibitoye, is standing by to join us live on the show. Tony, good evening and welcome to the show.
Yeah, guys, good evening.
Okay.
Yemi, Onye, thank you guys for having me on the spot tonight this Monday.
Okay, Tony, what's going on? We've just finished looking at the team list and we are pleased. We see quality. What's the mood like in Pretoria?
Yeah, we are very optimistic. The mood in camp is very good. The boys are in excellent shape. The boys know what is at stake. The good news is that as we speak, 22 of them are here. The only one that will join us later this week is Samson Gbadebo because his visa processing started late. But we are optimistic he will join us before the end of the week. The mood here is very good. We've had 4 training sessions, and those 4 training sessions have been very, very intensive. They've been very competitive, and I must tell you the coaches are very happy because of the physical level of the boys, their mental alertness, the quality that they have, as you guys have analyzed, and the determination and the professionalism that they have attached to these assignments has gladdened the heart of everybody. 2 weeks before camp opened, the coach sent the program to these boys by mail, as is done in Europe during pre-season. And these boys have been very, very professional with their attitude. And that's why the coaches are very happy because they made their job very easy. They are in excellent physical shape. You need to see the two aside. You need to see the training. You need to see the running, the movement, the passing. It's amazing. And as you said, we just pray that all of this hard work, all of this commitment will come together for us in Rwanda because you always need that little bit of luck. We just pray that will come together for us in Rwanda and it will make everybody happy.
Okay, Tony, I said I'm not going to believe what I'm hearing until I talk to you. Tell me, is Coach Sunday Olise with the team now?
Coach Sunday Olise came into Pretoria even before the team. And Coach Sunday Olise has been in charge of all the training sessions. In his usual style, he's been involved, telling the boys, getting involved in the training, monitoring every bit of it. He's a very detailed coach, and he says it the way it is. And because we are very, very happy to see him, his presence has lifted up their spirits, and he's also very happy with them because he knows what has been going on before now. And everything is going well. We have no reason to complain at all. The Nigerian Football Federation have done what they're supposed to do. The facilities we're training with are excellent, top class. And really, we have no reason to complain. I'm just optimistic. There's a good spirit in camp. And there's this sense of optimism that this team will go there, become the best team of the competition, and also win it. That's our expectation.
Okay, Tony, finally, with what you've seen, when you speak to the players also, what does this competition mean to them?
It's a very rare privilege for you to be chosen amongst so many people to represent 170 million Nigerians. It's a very rare privilege for you to be chosen to represent Nigeria. And for these players, they know that there is a lot of quality on the domestic scene. In the Globe Premier League, in the Nigerian National League, in the Nationwide League.